So, I'm sick, and I just called into work, and everybody who lives in this house is currently at work, so I figured I'd try for a rant and see how it goes, because I haven't done it in a while, and I'm in no mood to really do much in terms of interesting things like play games, mainly because I'm still kind of lightheaded from NyQuil and stuff. And so, yeah, I figured I'd try and do some ranting. I don't know, I guess a quick update if you're, fan, to both of you who are fans. If you're, YouTube fan, then, well, I guess here's a rant for you if you like the rants. If you like the Grim Fandango Let's Play, I haven't really given up on it. I'm just not playing it right now because I'm sort of in a transitional state. I'm transitioning to something else, to moving out and getting an apartment of my own. So that won't be started for a while, or started back up for a while, and then I have to remember where I was. I think I was down in the wine cellar. Doesn't matter, I'll get back to it. It will be finished one day, and you'll enjoy that. If you read that comic I did a webcomic, and kind of ended on a cliffhanger, and I've been wanting to get back to that, but I haven't. Like I said, transitional period, I'm a little distracted with, other stuff. Adult stuff, grown-up things, which is kind of boring. Oh man. So yeah, the past since Tuesday. It's currently Thursday, and since Tuesday I've been getting sick, and I felt better yesterday up until right about when I was going to bed, and I started getting worse, and now I'm just feeling like complete crap. I got woken up today because they're adding more gravel to their gravel parking lot here at my parents' house, and it's been going on since like 10 this morning. It's now 3 in the afternoon, and they're still raking it down with the giant tractor rake thing. So let's rant about something. I've been playing a lot of Valve games lately. I've been going back to the Half-Life games because I remember beating the first one, but I never beat the Opposing Forces expansion, and I think I beat the Blue Shift expansion, but I don't remember the ending, so I've been wanting to get back into those and beat all of them again, or in Op4's case, beat it for the first time. I recently purchased and finished Portal 2, and it was very fun. After I beat it the first time, I played it like 8 more times, and just getting faster and faster at it. And so basically now it's like Portal 1 is, where I can just sit down, beat the entire thing in one sitting, and enjoy all the little tidbits. And I won't spoil anything if you haven't played it, but I do love, I think it's chapter 6, it's called The Fall, and that's probably my favorite part in the game, just because it's very entertaining. And if you haven't played it, there's a lot of cool backstory in it that kind of adds on to the whole Aperture Science, Black Mesa mythos kind of world, because they're both kind of entwined with each other. So I've been doing that, and then I've been playing a lot of TF2, and I've been trying to get better at Pyro, because I finally got my little Pyro looking like I want him to. I got my my degreaser, my shotgun, and a postal pummeler, which is pretty much it's pretty much the most efficient way I can play Pyro. A lot of people go flare gun for the range, but it just doesn't work as well for me, especially if you're Pyro v Pyro, because that shotgun, you bust out that shotgun and they're like, ooh, I'll just backburner you. It's like, nope, bam, right in the face, you're dead. You are dead with your stupid backburner. I don't like backburner. Backburner, it's kind of like a newbie thing to go backburner, because all you have to do is the WM1, which Pyros get a lot of bad rep for. And that just pisses me off, because Pyros have to work hard to actually be efficient and make the top 3 in any matchup. They have to be the hardest motherfucking workers. And pardon my language, I'm just feeling a little crummy. So I've been playing a lot of that. I've been going on Twitch TV and watching a lot of streams, a lot of TF2 streams like JakeBake. He's very entertaining, but he hates Pyros with a passion, and I think that's because he plays Scout. which shouldn't be a bad thing because if a scout can get a pyro in an open field area, like I know a place in Harvest that there's like this open area. If you can get him out there, you can dance circles around him because he can't reach you with his lack of range and can't blast you into a corner to give you that predictable path that a pyro needs. So yeah, scouts can have plenty of counters to a pyro. They just fail at it the minute I get an air blast in, air blast them into a corner and puff and sting. Oh man, excuse me. And yeah, I don't play a whole lot of other first-person shooter multiplayers. I haven't played the new ones like Modern Warfare or Battlefield 3. And it's not that I don't like Battlefield 3 because I enjoyed the Battlefield games. They're very exciting. And they get more and more exciting with each rendition of them. And in terms of Modern Warfare, I don't care for that one as much. It's not as fun to me to play. And especially when compared to Team Fortress 2. Because, God, I feel like I've ranted about this before in another one. But in Modern Warfare, they kind of focus on like individual experience, which isn't bad. I mean, there are plenty of first-person shooters out there that focus on individual experience, but that kind of, I mean, you're going to be on a team a lot of times, unless it's just a free-for-all, in which case, good on you. But on those team matches, I mean, there's no real team initiative other than you can't kill your teammates and go get the, go achieve the objective, whatever it may be, and that's kind of it. So it doesn't really have that kind of focus on team play like Team Fortress does. But in terms of like individual experience, if you want that, just like do a fighting game or like League of Legends or one of those little Dota style things, because that's kind of individual experience. Just go around leveling up your guy and stuff. And so yeah, I don't really get into Modern Warfare. And I tried to talk my friends into playing Team Fortress 2, and I love their fallback as always. No, it looks too kiddie. It's a kid's game. And it's just like, well, shit, bro. It's like you play WoW too. I mean, that doesn't really look that realistic. I mean, granted, it's a fantasy setting, but they could have made that more realistic. But it's kiddie looking. So that's kind of my pet peeve. That's the first fallback, is they're like, oh, it looks too cartoony, and you know, video games are supposed to look realistic, I guess, because everybody knows in actual war, all you have to do to win the war is throw a knife in the air at the right angle, and you could just instant kill some random person, and that wins wars. Because that's totally realistic. But I don't care. I don't even care. Don't care. I was watching Dexter. I've been getting caught up with Dexter before I start watching Season 6 episodes and get caught up completely. I'm on Season 5, I took a break, because every time I watch too many of those episodes, and then like go to work or talk to somebody, I start getting Dexter voice in my head, and he just starts doing a monologue, and it's like the dumbest thing in the world. Like, I intentionally make it sound like I'm up to no good, trying to cover up like murders I'm doing or something. Like somebody's like, oh, we're out of lettuce. I'm like, oh, I'll go get lettuce. And in my head, I'm like, has she found out on it? Has she found out? I've been so careful up until here, following the code of Harry. And just going on this rant in my head, trying to sound like Dexter, covering up one of his schemes. And so I take a break from that. But then I started playing Portal 2 too much, and I started sounding like Wheatley in my head, because I love that character. I just start kind of stammering like he does. Which I won't do that because I stammer enough. Man, I am ill. So I guess I ranted a bunch about stuff. I don't know. I sort of ranted. And yeah, really I've just been going to work and coming home and trying to build up money so I can get my life back in order. And so that's kind of why everything that's awesome about me has been delayed, and the Let's Plays and more rants and webcomics, and I've been like board game designing lately, and been working on that, and that's going well. I've been slowly getting parts together and working out the kinks of everything. And it's only a matter of time before I start doing something with that. Hopefully I get something published and it becomes something cool. I think. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Well, okay. I think that's enough sickly ranting. I'm gonna go now. And yeah,